Okay, so hello, grade 10. Welcome once again to a brand new episode of our science discussion. Alam ko naman na marami na sa inyong nag-aantay ng discussion nito kasi ang dami nang nag-comment, nag-message about this video. Gusto nilang mag-advance study and so on. So anyway, upload sana ako kagabi pero medyo masama yung pakiramdam ko. So that's why ngayon tayo magkakaroon ng discussion. So in today's lesson, we will explore one of the most important principles in chemistry, the law of conservation of mass. I am Sir Wawi, your ever curious science buddy. Before we begin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe para lagi kayong updated sa mga susunod pa nating science lesson. So, are you ready to discover why matter is never created or destroyed during a chemical reaction? All right, let's start. So, like what I've said, our topic today is about conservation of mass. And the arrangement of atoms. Actually, the title itself, okay, already discussed the highlight of the discussion. Okay, so this is a principle, this is a law in science, the law of conservation of mass, and for that, the arrangement of atoms. Okay, so what happened there? Okay, so atoms are rearranged during a chemical reaction. So in a chemical reaction, atom do not disappear, do not altered or destroyed, okay, it is rearranged or transformed into another form to create a new substance. So, sige, let's elaborate it further. So, for learning competency, explain that chemical equations demonstrate a rearrangement of atoms, but the total mass of the system remains the same during a chemical reaction. So, we already discussed um, on how to write a chemical equation in word form or in a formula form. And then we somehow point, okay, the reactant and the product. And you observe that the reactant, okay, or the atoms in the reactant is also the atoms in the product. Okay, they just somehow na-rearrange lang natin sila. Pero walang nabago, walang nabawas or nadagdag, okay, na bagong mga atoms. Kung ano yung atoms doon sa ating reactant, yun din yung mga atoms na makikita natin sa product. Okay, so sige. So for the objectives, explain that atoms are rearranged during chemical reactions. Okay, so during a chemical reaction, maiisip natin that the substance changes and then somehow maiisip din natin that the atom changes. Okay, pero hindi po. Walang nagbago. Hindi nawala ang mga atom. Na-rearrange lang sila to create a new substance. Another, describe the law of conservation of mass. Recognize that the total mass remains the same during the reactions. Aside from the fact that during a chemical reactions, no atoms disappeared, yung mass din, okay, nung ating substances as hindi nagbabago. Okay, yun pa din yung masses na like for example, reactant. Kung ano yung mass ng reactant, yun din yung magiging mass ng product which is yun yung ating i-discuss ngayon na nakapaloob sa law of conservation of mass. And then interpret chemical equations showing conservation of atoms. And then apply the concept through activities and balancing equations. Ayan. So for a short review, okay, a question, when wood burns, where does it go? Pag sinusunog natin or nasunog ang isang kahoy, where does it go? Do you think na nawala ba yung kahoy? Or nawala totally? Okay, so it changes into ash, di ba? When wood burns, where does it go? It changes into ash, nagbago. Okay, pwedeng smoke and then naging gases. So yun yung mga end point. Okay, pag nagkaroon ng chemical reactions during that. Okay, that example, wood burns. Okay, ang question natin, nagbago yung itsura. So, ibig sabihin, nagbago din yung mga atoms na nandun. But, it's not correct. It's a misconception, So, kahit po nasunog yung isang kahoy or isang bagay, kung ano yung atom doon sa reactant, yun pa din yung atom doon sa product. Na-rearrange lang sila. Okay, na-rearrange kaya naka-form ng bagong substance like the ash, the smoke. Okay, another question. When ice melts, okay, does mass disappear? Pag natutunaw ba yung yelo, nagbago ba or nawala yung mass? Okay, the answer is no. The mass stays the same because it's the ice or because ice only changes into liquid water. Actually, during that phase changes, okay, nung natunaw yung yellow, wala namang nagbago. Ang nagbago lang ay yung states of matter, pero yung atom na bumubuo doon is yun pa din. Okay, nandun pa din yung composition of hydrogen and oxygen atoms. Walang nadagdag, walang nabago. Okay, nagbago lang yung substance or yung state ng matter. Ayan, so in a chemical reaction, okay, matter does not vanish. It only changes form. Yun lang ang tatandaan natin that during a chemical reaction, matter does not vanish. They do not um disappear. It only changes form. Nagbabago lang ng form. Okay. Next, who can remember what happens during a chemical reaction? Ano ngayon nangyayari during a chemical reaction in our previous discussion? Correct. Okay, new substances are formed. May mga bagong substance na nabubuo which is totally different from the original substance or the reactant. Okay, and then the materials change into something new. Nagbago. Like for example, wood burn. Sinunog natin yung kahoy, nagbago yung may nabuo tayong new substances which is yung ash. Okay, and then atoms rearrange during the reaction. So kung anong atom yung nasa reactant, yun din yung atom na nasa product. Na-rearrange lang sila. Okay, and then chemical bonds break, new bonds form. Okay, so syempre, okay, it's really expected naman or it's expected na that during a chemical reaction, so possible yung mga chemical bonds, okay, ma-break, okay, and then maka-form ng new bonds. Okay, yun naman yung magde-dictate kung ano yung mga substance na possible na mabuo. Okay, so for our first activity, what happens to atoms? Okay, so identify what happens to atoms during a chemical reaction. So read each statement carefully, write true if the statement is correct and false if it is wrong. I know. So the first one, atoms are destroyed during a chemical reaction. Is it true or false that atoms are destroyed during a chemical reaction? Actually, okay, atoms are not destroyed, mga anak. Atoms are not destroyed. Remember that. Atoms are not destroyed during a chemical reaction. So what happened? Instead, they are rearranged. Ito yung ating word of the day ngayon, rearrange. During a chemical reaction, walang naglaho ng mga atoms. They are rearranged by breaking old chemical bonds and forming new ones. Okay, and it follows the law of conservation of mass which states that okay, matter cannot be created or destroyed in an ordinary chemical reaction. Okay, tandaan natin yan. Walang nababago, walang nawawalang mga atoms during a chemical reaction. They are just rearranged to form new substance. Okay, for example natin mga anak, when hydrogen reacts with oxygen, pag nag-react yung dalawa, okay, doon ba sa mabubuong product nawala ba yung hydrogen atoms and oxygen atoms? Wala, nandun pa din. Okay, yung ating product is H2O, which is water. Nandun pa din yung hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, the hydrogen and oxygen atoms are still there, di ba? Okay, they are simply connected in a new arrangement to make water. Okay, and remember, in a chemical reaction, okay, chemical reactions do not destroy atoms. They only rearrange them to form new substances. Yun yung tatandaan natin. Okay, so it's false ha. Okay, second, new atoms are created in a chemical reaction. Is it true that new atoms, okay, are created in a chemical reactions? Okay, so tandaan natin mga anak, nare-rearrange lang yung original atom sa reactant. Okay, walang nawala, walang nadadagdag. So, no. The answer is no here. Ano? No new atoms are created during a chemical reactions. Okay, so the atoms that exist before, which is dun sa reactant, okay, the atoms that exist before the reaction are the same atoms which is present, okay, after the reaction or in the product. They are simply arranged to form new substances. Okay, so when hydrogen, imagine that example ko kanina, when hydrogen reacts with oxygen to form water, no new hydrogen or oxygen or other elements or atoms are formed or made. The existing atoms combined in a different way to form new substance. Okay, so next, what about this one? Atoms rearrange into new combinations during reaction. Is it true or false? Okay, it's true. Tama yan. Bakit? During a chemical reaction, mga anak, in a chemical bond or when a chemical bonds break and new bonds form, okay, this causes atoms to rearrange. Nare-rearrange sila into new combination to produce new substances with different properties from their original form. Okay, so example, yung hydrogen atoms natin and oxygen, they are somehow in gaseous form. Pero nung nag-react together sila, naka-form sila ng new substance which is water na in liquid form. Okay, different, di ba? Yung product and reactant is different. Pero, tandaan natin yung mga atoms na rearrange, walang nawala, walang na dagdag. Okay, another. Okay, chemical reactions change the arrangement of atoms. Is it true or false? Okay, it's true. Okay, so ang chemical reactions talaga, yun yung pinaka-main factors or driving force. That's why atoms are rearranged. Okay, nare-rearrange sila at ano yung nagiging result pag nare-arrange yung mga atoms? They form new substances or new substances. Ayan, mga bagong substances. Yun yung nagiging resulta pag nare-rearrange ang mga atoms. Ayan, next. Matter disappears completely after a chemical reaction. Is it true? Okay, kakasabi natin, matter don't disappear. Okay, so tandaan natin, matter does not disappear during a chemical reactions. And according na nga sa ating law of conservation of mass, matter cannot be created or destroyed. Okay, so the total mass before and after the reaction remains the same, although it may change form. Okay, yun nga, walang nabago, walang nadagdag, even the mass is still the same. Pero yung arrangement lang ng atom, yun yung nabago lang doon. Kaya nakabuo tayo ng mga bagong substances. Okay, so remember mga anak, when wood burns, it seems to disappear. Yun yung nga sinasabi ko sa inyo, parang akala natin nag-disappear na yung wood. Di ba kasi naging abo na, okay, naging usok. But it becomes ash, smoke, or carbon dioxide, and even water vapor. So the matter is still present, but in different forms. Ayan. So it's false. Ano ha? Tandaan natin. Ayan. So what happens to atoms? Okay, observe this chemical reactions. So let's say two molecules of hydrogen react with one molecule of oxygen to produce two molecules of water. Okay. So doon sa ating reactant, okay, nandito sa my left side ng anak, yung hydrogen atoms and oxygen atoms, that's the reactant. Okay, yun yung nag-react together to form water. In the product, nandun yung H2O. Nandun pa din ba yung hydrogen? Yes. Nandun pa din yung oxygen? Yes. Okay. So, tingnan natin walang nabago, walang nadagdag na kung ano man. Okay. Meron tayo dito, ilan yung hydrogen natin sa reactant? Okay, yung coefficient niya ay 2. Okay, meron din siyang subscript na 2. So, it means meron tayong 2 times to 4 hydrogen atoms. Meron naman tayong 2 oxygen atoms. Dito, tingnan natin, ilan ang ating hydrogen sa product? It's also 4 hydrogen atoms. And ilan yung ating oxygen? Also 2. Okay, ang tawag natin dito mga anak sa equation na to is a balance equation. Okay, so possible po ba tayo makamit or makakita rin ng mga unbalanced equation? Yes. Okay, it's possible mga anak. Pero it doesn't mean na pag sinabi nating unbalanced, hindi equal yung kanilang masses. Okay. Ang gagawin natin para make sure na equal yung masses, ibabalance natin sila. That's what our next topic is. Kaya, brace yourself. Kailangan niyo munang maintindihan kung ano ba yung konsepto ng law of conservation of mass, which is nare-rearrange lang yung atom. Walang nababago, walang nadadagdag na kung ano man. Nare-rearrange lang sila to form new substances. Okay, so did the atoms disappear? Nagwala ba yung hydrogen or oxygen in the product after the reaction? Okay, no, they combine to make water. Walang naalis, walang nadagdag. They just combine to form new substance, which is the water. Okay, so for our activity number 2, mass detective. Show that the total mass of the reactants is equal to the total mass of the products in a chemical reaction. So madali lang namang ma-observe. Okay, if may nabago, may nadagdag, okay, na bagong atom sa isang equation, di ba? Pag sinusulat nating equation. Okay, ito naman yung ating isusunod. Okay na topic. Pero tandaan mga anak, in the law of conservation of mass nga, wala pong nadadagdag or walang naaalis na mga atoms. Kung ano yung nasa reactant, yun din yung sa product. Ang ating ngayong papatunayan pa is yung masses. Okay, kung tunay ba na hindi nagbabago yung mass ng mga atoms after the chemical reactions. Okay, kung yun pa din yung total mass Titingnan natin if the total mass of the reactants and the products, okay, are the same. Okay, so kung parehas, parehas ba? Tingnan natin. So when law of conservation of mass, so when a chemical reaction happens, substances may look different, di ba? Pag nagkaroon ng chemical reactions, substances may look different from the original form, but something important does not change. Okay, what do you think stays the same? The total mass of matter stays the same before and after the chemical reaction. Just remember that. Okay, hindi lang po ang nare-retain ay mga atoms. Okay, even their masses. So kung syempre, yung pinaka-thinking natin, kung na-retain nga naman yung mga atoms, kung ano yung atoms na nasa reactant, yun din yung nasa product. It means, yung mass hindi rin nagbago. Kasi wala namang nadagdag, wala namang nabawas na atoms. They are just rearranged. Na-rearrange lang yung kanilang mga position to form new substances. Pero yung mga atoms, yun pa din. So, hindi magbabago yung mass. Yun ang ating papatunayan ngayon. So another example is we have two atoms or two atoms of magnesium react with one molecule of oxygen, okay, to produce 2 units of magnesium oxide. Okay, so ito by balance equation. Tingnan natin, meron tayong two atoms of magnesium in the reactant and um, one molecule of oxygen dito. Sir, bakit po one molecule lang ay may two? Mga anak, ang oxygen na discuss na natin, it's a diatomic molecule. One of the element that exists as diatomic. Ano? So, yan po talaga yung kanyang original form, O2. Okay, so dalawa din. So, tingnan natin dito sa product kung two atoms pa din yung magnesium. Correct, two atoms. Yung oxygen, yes, it is. Okay, so it's a balance equation. So, hindi na natin yan i-balance. Ayan. So, the law of conservation of mass, remember mga anak, states that matter cannot be created or destroyed during a chemical reaction. So, during a chemical reaction, wala pong naaalis, wala pong nadadagdag na mga atoms. Kung ano yung nasa reactant, yun din yung nasa product. Okay, so it means that the total amount of matter we start the reactant with is the same amount of matter we end with, which is the product. Yun ang papatunayan natin ngayon mga anak. So, if we start with hydrogen and oxygen, they may change into water, but the atoms are still there. They are just rearranged. Yun yung aking sinasabi. Okay, yun ang gustong ipaunawa sa inyo ng law of conservation of mass. That during a chemical reaction, no new atoms are formed. Kung ano yung mga atoms previously na nasa reactant, yun lang ang makikita natin sa product. Na-rearrange lang sila. Okay. Ayan, so even if the substance changes, kahit nagbago yung substance natin, naging tubig, kanina sa reactant, they are gases, kahit naging tubig yon, no atom disappears and no new atoms appears. Yun po yung sa law of conservation of mass. Okay, so here, tingnan natin, papatunayan natin muna yung ating masses. Sir, hindi po ba talaga nabago yung mass even after the reaction? Sige. So, kukunin muna natin yung mga masses or atomic mass ng mga atoms sa reactant. So, this is the reactant in the left side. Alam niyo na naman kung paano ma-distinguish ang reactant and product. So, sa reactant, meron tayong hydrogen and oxygen. Okay. So, are the mass values. The mass values, yung ating hydrogen, okay, hydrogen gas is 2 grams. Okay, yung ating oxygen gas is 32 grams. And then yung ating water ay 18 grams. Yan yung pinaka-mass value. Sir, saan po nakuha yung mga equivalent niyan? Okay, yung grams. Actually, mga anak, sa pagkuha ng atomic mass, gagamit tayo dito ng periodic table and it is very legal for you to use the periodic table. Hindi talaga natin masasauli lahat ng atomic masses ng mga element. So legal naman, pwede kayong gumamit ng periodic table. Okay, so yung ating atomic mass saan mga anak, hahanapin natin yung element. Kung alin doon yung may decimal, okay, na medyo ah, kat- decimal sa baba. Okay, kasi yung nasa may taas na whole number, that's the atomic number. Yung may decimal point, that's the atomic mass. Okay, so sige, tingnan natin sa periodic table. So, in the periodic table, mga anak, okay, yung ating hydrogen, okay, ano ang kanyang equivalent nga? Ano ang equivalent mass or atomic mass ng hydrogen sa periodic table? Kung ating titingnan, di ba, it's 1.008. Okay, 1.008 yung atomic mass ng ating hydrogen sa periodic table. So wait, ipopause ko para makita ninyo. Ayan, so ano yung sabi ko? Yung mass or atomic mass ng hydrogen sa ating periodic table is equivalent to 1.008. Okay, yun po. And then, yung atin namang oxygen, yung atomic mass niya is, okay, around 15.999. Okay. So, kailangan natin mga anak, ito lagi, pag gagamit tayo or gagamitin natin ang atomic mass, i-round off natin siya sa whole number, naka-whole number. So, marunong naman siguro kayo mag-round off. Ano? So, yung ating hydrogen, since it's 1.008, pag na-round off natin yan, 1, magiging 1, di ba? And then yung ating 15.999 sa oxygen, magiging 16. Okay, whole number. Okay, so sir, bakit naging 2 grams? Okay, yung ating hydrogen. Ilan ba yung hydrogen muna natin? Okay, it's a diatomic molecule. So, dalawa yon. So, ibig sabihin, 2 times, okay, 2 times 1 is equal to 2, kaya 2 grams. So, yung oxygen natin, ilan ba yung oxygen natin? It's a diatomic, dalawa din. Okay, so ang magiging sagot natin dito, 2 times, okay, or 16 times 2 is equal to 32 grams. Kaya nakuha natin yung 32 grams. And then yung H2O natin, ilang hydrogen? Dalawa. Okay, so ibig sabihin, 2 grams. And then yung ating oxygen, 16. So 16 plus 2 is 18 grams. Okay, nakuha. Ayan. So, meron pa tayong problema yung ating mga coefficient. Kasi sa ating um, equation, 2 molecules of hydrogen. So, ibig sabihin, 4 yun na hydrogen, right? Okay, so para ma-solve natin or yung exact mass nung nasa reactant natin, ito yung ating gagawin. So, 2 molecules of hydrogen, since meron tayong, isusulat natin yung coefficient, times 2. Okay, yung existing. Okay, yung ating sa subscript, which is 4 grams. Yun yung ating total mass ng 2 molecules of hydrogen sa reactant. And then, yung oxygen natin, wala naman siyang coefficient, so remain 32 grams. Total, 36 grams. 36 grams yung mass ng reactant. I-measure naman natin yung mass ng product. Okay, so ito yung nasa product natin, which is one substance lang naman, which is yung water, 2 molecules of water. So dito, okay, meron tayong hydrogen na dalawa. Since ito yung magiging 4 kasi 2 times 4, 4. So it's 4 grams. Okay, yung mass. And then yung oxygen is 16, di ba? 16 grams. Okay, dalawang oxygen magiging 32. Okay, so in total, 2 times 18, which is yung mass ng water, it's 36 grams. Sir, saan po nakuha yung 18? Yun po yung mass ng water, mga anak. Sir, saan po nakuha yung 2? Yun yung po yung coefficient. Okay, so 36 gram, okay, sa products and 36 gram din sa reactants. Okay, so nagbago ba yung mass? Hindi. That's what law of conservation of mass is trying to explain. Though nagbago yung arrangement, yung position ng atoms, walang nabawas, walang dagdag. That's why yung mass will stay the same. Okay. So, for our guide question, what is the total mass of the reactant? So, ano yung total mass ng reactants natin? It's 36 grams, ano? What is the total mass of the products? 36 grams. What do you observe? Okay, we observe that the total mass of reactants and products is equal. What does this prove? Matter is conserved and cannot be created or destroyed in a chemical reactions, which is the law of conservation of mass. Ayan. So, chemical reactions change substances into new substances through the arrangement of atoms. During the reaction, matter is not created or destroyed. Therefore, the total mass of the reactants is equal to the total mass of the products. And so for our third activity, quote, match, and meaning. Identify and explain the idea of Antoine Lavoisier, Lavoisier daw yun about the law of conservation of mass. Okay, so who is Antoine Lavoisier? Sino ba to? So Antoine Lavoisier, known as the father of modern chemistry, okay, Lavoisier studied chemical reactions and discovered an important idea. Okay, during a chemical reaction, the total amount of matter does not change. So, siya pala, okay, yung behind this idea, ano, siya pala yung nag-explain ng law of conservation of mass. Okay, ito yung kanyang famous statement na Antoine Lavoisier. Nothing is lost, nothing is created, everything is transformed. Ang ganda, ano? So, inexplain na talaga yung chemical reaction that nothing is lost. Walang nawala after the chemical reaction. Nothing is created. Walang nabuong bagong atoms. Okay, everything is transformed. Yung original substance, nag-transform lang into new substance. Okay. So this means that in a chemical reaction, no matter disappears and no new matter is made. Instead, it only changes form or arrangement. Ayan. So, tingnan natin. Read the famous statement of Antoine Lavoisier. Nothing is lost, nothing is created, everything is transformed. So, answer the following question. What does nothing is lost mean? What does nothing is created mean? What does everything is transformed mean? How is this related to chemical reactions? Sige nga, try natin sagutin. So, ang ibig sabihin natin, what does nothing is lost mean? Matter does not disappear during a chemical reaction. What does nothing created mean? No new matter is formed during a chemical reaction. What does everything is transformed mean? Matter only changes form or arrangement. Okay, how is this related to chemical reactions? Atoms are rearranged, but the total mass stays the same. Okay. So sample chemical reactions. So we have calcium carbonate decomposes to form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Ano ang sample yan? Ang type of chemical reaction? It's, ano po? Decomposition. Ano? So decomposition. Okay. So calcium carbonate decomposes, nag-break, okay, para maka-form ng two, okay, substances or more. Okay, depending on what is the substance na nag-break or nag-decompose. Ayan. So, calcium carbonate decomposes to form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay, so tingnan natin during the chemical reaction. Sa ating reactant, meron tayong calcium and meron din tayong carbon and then oxygen. Sa ating product, nandun pa rin ba yung calcium? Yes, nandun pa rin yung oxygen, nandun pa rin ba yung carbon? Yes. May nadagdag bang bagong atom? Wala. Is it a balance equation? Okay, dito sa ating reactant, okay, meron tayong calcium. Ilan ang calcium? Isa lang. Isa lang yung ating carbon, tatlo yung oxygen. Sa ating product, isa lang din yung ating calcium, correct? Okay, yung oxygen natin, 1, 2, 3, tatlo pa din. And then ilan ang carbon? Isa lang. Okay, so is it a balance equation? Yes, it's a balance equation. Ayan. So another, two molecules of hydrogen peroxide break down to form water and oxygen gas. So tingnan natin kung balance. Okay. Dito sa ating reactant, meron tayong four hydrogen atoms. Okay, kasi nga meron tayong two coefficient or two molecules of hydrogen, 2 times 2, 4. And then yung ating oxygen, we have, yun ang oxygen natin, 2 times 2, 4 din yung ating oxygen. Tingnan natin sa ating product. Okay, kung ganun din yung number. 4 yung ating hydrogen, 4 ang oxygen. So dito, 4 din ang hydrogen. 2 times 2, 4. Ang oxygen natin may coefficient dito na 2. So 2. And then meron tayong another 2 dito, 4. Is it a balanced equation? Yes. Okay. Sige. Another example, three atoms of magnesium react with nitrogen gas to form magnesium nitride. Okay, so dito, um, tingnan natin, three atoms of magnesium and then react to, okay, nitrogen, ano, so meron tayong two atoms of nitrogen dito. Tingnan natin sa ating product kung same. Same pa din ba? Yes. Okay, is it a balance equation? Yes. Sir, paano natin masabing hindi balance? Masasabi natin hindi balance mga anak. Let's say sa product, yung magnesium naging dalawa na lang. Okay, pero dito sa ating reactant is tatlo. Yun ay unbalanced ang tawag natin. At pag may mga nakikita tayong mga unbalanced equation, kailangan natin silang i-balance. Okay, tuturuan naman kayo ng steps on how to balance a chemical equation. Ayan, two atoms of aluminum react with three molecules of iodine to form aluminum iodide. Okay, so tingnan natin, is it a balance equation? So dito meron tayong two aluminum atoms and then meron naman tayo ditong, okay, ilan ang ating iodine dito? We have 3 times 2, we have 6. Ano? So titingnan natin dito, 2 din ba ang aluminum? Yes, correct. Yung iodine, 6. Okay, correct. Ayan. So, sige. Next, activity number 4, atom counting challenge. Count the atoms and reactants and products and prove that atoms are conserved in a chemical reaction. Parang ginawa na din natin. So remember that in a chemical reaction, atoms do not disappear and new atoms are not created. They only rearrange. So to prove this, we need to check if the number of atoms on the reactant side is the same as the number of atoms on the product side. When we look at the chemical equation, each number in front of formula tells us how many molecules there are. Inside each formula, we can count how many atoms are present. So today we will act as atom counters to see if both sides are equal. So counting atoms. So analyze the chemical equation, count the number of atoms on each side, and then complete the table below. So yung ginawa lang din natin previously. Okay, para makita natin kung balance or unbalance. Okay, so dito, sa side, reactants. Ilan yung ating hydrogen? Okay, ito yung sagot natin. Pero pwede muna na aring picture ng mga anak para masagutan. Ayan, so sa ating reactants, ang hydrogen natin ay 4. So 2 times 2, 4. Or, yan, 4. And then here, ilan ba ang ating oxygen? 0, ano? Okay, and then, okay, here, ilan ang oxygen natin? Okay, it's 0. Okay, yung ating hydrogen, 0. And ang ating oxygen is 2. Okay, sa total reactants, ilan ang hydrogen natin? Okay, sa products natin, 4. And then yung ating oxygen, 2. Total products, 4. Total products ng oxygen, 2. Balance ba same? Yes, same. Kasi doon sa ating reactants, yung hydrogen and oxygen, similar sa products. Okay. Guide question, how many hydrogen atoms are in the reactants? It's 4. Ano, how many oxygen atoms are in the reactants? 2. Okay, how many hydrogen atoms are in the products? 4. How many oxygen atoms are in the products? 2. What do you observe? The number of atoms in the reactants is equal to the number of atoms in the products. Pag ganun yung nakita natin mga anak, pag equal yung number ng atoms, okay, sa reactants and sa product, they are balanced equation. Okay, next, atom puzzle before and after. Show how atoms rearrange during a chemical reaction to form new substances. Ayan, so tingnan natin. Kabit lang akong charger, malabat na. Okay, ayan. So, rearrangement of atoms. So, in a chemical reaction, atoms do not disappear and new atoms are not formed. Instead, the same atoms are rearranged to create new substances. Think of atoms like building blocks. You are not adding new blocks or removing blocks. You are only rearranging them to build something new. Okay, like this one. Paulit-ulit nating example. Okay, so rearrangement. Study the reaction, draw arrangement of atoms in the before reaction, and then rearrange the same atoms to form the after reaction. Okay, and then answer the guide question below. Okay, so sige. What are the molecules present before the reaction? So tingnan, ito yung ating before the reaction, di ba? Okay, hydrogen, and then oxygen molecule. Okay, rearrange the same atoms from after reaction. Okay, yan pa din. Ano? So, what are the molecules present before the reaction? Hydrogen and oxygen. What molecules are formed after the reaction? Water. Did new atoms appear or disappear? No, walang nabago or walang nawala. What changed in the reaction? The arrangement of atoms. What stayed the same? The number of atoms. Okay, so balanced chemical equations. So what is the balanced chemical equations, mga anak? A balanced chemical equation sh- shows that the number of atoms on the reactant side is equal to the number of atoms on the product side. This is important because it follows the law of conservation of mass, which is matter is neither created or destroyed. So ito yung ating mga example ng balance at unbalance. Dito, meron tayong 4 atoms on both sides of hydrogen. Sa kabila naman, may 2 atoms on both sides. Okay, the reactant and the product. Dito, example of unbalance. Dito meron tayong 2 atoms of hydrogen, 2 atoms of oxygen. Pero pagdating natin sa ating product, isa na lang yung oxygen. So, ang gagawin natin diyan, ibaba-balance natin. Pag not balance. So, para yan ay mag-balance, ang lagi lang nating idadagdag or pwede tayo magdagdag ay coefficient. So, maglalagay tayo dito ng 2, okay, before H, and then 2 din dito. Okay, so balance na ba? Yes. Same mass, different form. Show that mass stays constant before and after a chemical reaction. Tandaan mga anak, yung ano naman, yung ating balancing equation, i-discuss ulit natin siya. Okay, yun yung ating bagong topic. Ano? Susunod. Why mass stays the same during a chemical reaction? So when a chemical reaction happens, substances may change into new substance, but the total number of atoms does not change. Actually, na-solve na natin to before ano. Okay, so nagpakita na din ako kanina how it happened. Okay, so yun yung ito din yun. No need to explain this one. Okay, everyday reactions detective. Identify reactants and products in real-life chemical reactions and explain how mass is conserved. Okay, so real-life examples. In a chemical reactions are not only found in laboratories. They are also happen in everyday life, like when wood burns or when metal rusts. Okay, yun yung mga example or common example, pero hindi natin alam yun na pala example ng chemical reaction. When this reaction happens, substances change into new materials with different properties. For example, wood becomes ash, smoke, and gases, while iron slowly turns into rust. But even if the appearance changes, the atoms inside are still there. They are only rearranged to form new substances. Some reaction may look like matter disappears, but in reality, the total mass is still conserved because no atoms are lost or created. Okay, so for example, burning magnesium. Okay, so sasagutin natin. Reactants, magnesium and oxygen. Product, magnesium oxide. Okay, na-rearrange lang. What happens? Atom rearrange. Baking soda plus vinegar. Sodium bicarbonate plus acetic acid. In the products, we have carbon dioxide, water, and sodium acetate. Atoms rearrange. Rusting iron, iron and oxygen, they form water. Okay, and then, sa ating products, okay, ano yung products natin? Hindi ko napalitan ito. Ano yung products natin is water. Sorry for the typo. Water. Ayan. Atoms are rearranged. Another. Okay. Burning candle wax. Okay. Wax, paraffin plus oxygen. Ano yung ating products? Carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. Actually, it's a combustion. Ano? So, atoms rearranged. And then, the composition of hydrogen peroxide. Reactants, hydrogen peroxide, the products, water and oxygen, atoms rearrange. Okay, so sige. Guide question, what are the reactants in each real-life chemical reaction? Okay, so yan po, hindi na natin iisa-isahin. Ano? So naipakita naman what are the products. What happens to atoms during this reaction? Na-rearrange lang. Do atoms disappear? No. How do these examples prove the law of conservation of mass? They show that the total mass stays the same because atoms are only rearranged in the chemical reactions. Okay, so for our formative assessment, okay, what is a chemical reaction? A change where matter disappears, a process where new substances are formed, a change in shape only, a process where atoms are destroyed. Correct. It's letter B. Ano, a process where new substances are formed. What happens to atoms during a chemical reaction? They are destroyed, they are created, they are rearranged, they disappear. Okay, they are rearranged. What is the law of conservation of mass? Mass increases after reaction. Mass disappears during reactions. Mass cannot be created or destroyed. Mass changes into energy only. Correct. It's letter C. Which equation is balanced? It's letter B. Okay. And then in two molecules of hydrogen plus one molecule of oxygen, okay, produces two molecules of water. How many hydrogen atoms are in the reactants? Okay, it's 4 and correct. In a chemical reaction, mass before and after. Okay, different, always increasing, always decreasing, equal. Correct, it's equal. Who proposed the law of conservation of mass? Newton, Dalton, Lavoisier, Einstein. It's letter C, Lavoisier. Lavoisier, famous statement means matter disappears, matter is created, matter is transformed only, matter is destroyed. Correct. It's letter C. Matter is transformed only. What happens when wood burns? It disappears, it turns into new substances like ash and gas, it becomes water, it stops existing. Correct. It turns into new substances like ash and gas. Why does mass stay the same in chemical reaction? Because atoms are added, because atoms are removed, because atoms are rearranged, because matter becomes energy. It's letter C, ano, kasi na-rearrange lang yung mga atoms. So, thank you so much, created, for the time. Okay, thank you for watching and see you for the next topic.